Hello everyone, let's try to solve a very good set based upon 3 set Venn diagrams. And in this question, we'll come across 6 attributes and we'll try to convert it into a 3 set Venn diagrams. So the question is, there are 300 students in 2018-20 batch of the PGP program of Institute of Management, Pune. Each student is either a boy or a girl, a fresher or experienced, and an engineer or non-engineer. The two Venn diagrams below give information about the number of students of the entire batch falling in the different categories. So when we read the set, we come across a boy or a girl, a fresher or experienced, an engineer or non-engineer. So basically we can see that here we have 6 attributes. Unlike 3 set Venn diagrams, we used to have only 3 attributes, but here we have 6 attributes. Now if we look at the Venn diagrams that are given to us, we can see that in the first one we have boys, experienced and engineers. In the second one we have girls, non-engineers and freshers. So we'll try to convert these two 3 set Venn diagrams into a single 3 set Venn diagram. Let us see how. See, we already know that a boy cannot be a girl at the same time. An experienced person cannot be a fresher at the same time, and an engineer cannot be a non-engineer at the same time. So what we'll do is, we'll draw a 3 set Venn diagram over here and then we'll name the regions. I'll tell you how. Now among each category, like we have engineers and non-engineers, freshers and experienced, boys and girls, we'll be taking only one category. So one of the set will belong to boys and will not consider the other set, that means set of girls. Then let me take this set as experienced and I won't be taking the set of freshers now. Let me take one of the set as engineers and I won't be taking the set of non-engineers. So everything that lies outside this set of boys, that will belong to girls. Everything that lies outside the set of experienced, that will belong to non-experienced people, and everything that lies outside the set of engineers, it will belong to the set of non-engineers. So how to solve this? Let us first of all focus upon the first Venn diagram that was given to us. Let us find out what is 47 in the first Venn diagram. So if we look at 47 lies in the area of intersection of set experienced and engineers. So 47 lies in the common area or the intersection of experienced and engineers, but it lies outside the set of boys. We can clearly see that 47 lies outside the set of boys. That means it belongs to girls. So there are 47 girls who are experienced and engineers. So how to denote experienced girl and engineers? We want girls, experienced and engineers. So in the Venn diagram that we have over here, first of all we'll go to the common area of experienced and engineers, and since we are talking about girls, so we'll come outside the set of boys. So this region will be selected. This will be equal to 47. I hope this is understood. What we have to do is, if we come outside the set of boys, that means that region will belong to girls. If we come outside the set of experienced, that region will belong to set of freshers. And if we come outside the set of engineers, that region will belong to non-engineers. Similarly, let us try to find out what is this 17 from the first Venn diagram. See, 17 is lying in the area of boys only, and that 17 is lying outside the set of experienced. It is lying outside the set of engineers. So that means there will be 17 boys, but since they are lying outside the set of experience, that means there will be freshers, and they are lying outside the set of engineers, that means there will be non-engineers. So that means we will have 17 boys who will be freshers and non-engineers. Let us put this 17 into our Venn diagram that we have drawn. So we are talking about 17 boys, non-experienced, that means freshers and non-engineers. So that 17 will come over here. Let us try to find out what is this 69 from the first Venn diagram. See, 69 is common to all 3 regions, boys, experienced and engineers. So that means we have to put this 69 in the region of boys, experienced and engineers. So in the Venn diagram that we have drawn, 69 will be put over here. So we have used up the first Venn diagram. Let us use the second Venn diagram and we'll put this information into our Venn diagram that we have drawn. So what is this 57 from the second Venn diagram? 57 is common to the region of girls and freshers, but it is lying outside the set of non-engineers. Outside the set of non-engineers, that means engineers. So there will be 57 girl, freshers and engineers. So let us find out that region in the Venn diagram that we have drawn. We have to find out 57 girls, freshers and engineers. Since we are talking about girls, we will not be writing anything in the set of boys. We are talking about freshers, so we will not be writing anything into this set, the set of experienced. But we are talking about engineers because this 57 was lying outside the set of non-engineers. So only one region remains over here which denotes girls, freshers and engineers. So 57 will be written over here. It is all about finding out the correct region in the Venn diagram that we have drawn. Similarly, let us try to find out what is this 77 in the second Venn diagram that we were given. This 77 is lying inside the set of freshers but outside the set of girls. That means these will be boys. It is lying outside the set of non-engineers. That means they will be engineers. So there are 77 boys, freshers, engineers. So in the Venn diagram that we have drawn, let us find out the region of boys, engineers and freshers. Since we are talking about boys, that means we will remain in the set of boys. We are talking about engineers, so that means we'll also take the set of engineers into consideration. And we are talking about freshers, so we'll come outside the set of experienced. So only one such region is there, which is over here. So that will be equal to 77. Then let us find out what is this 57 from the second Venn diagram. 57 is common to the region of girls. It is common to the region of freshers, but it is lying outside the set of non-engineers. So that means these will be engineers. So we are talking about girls, engineers and freshers. In the Venn diagram that we have drawn, let us find out girls, engineers and freshers. We are talking about girls, so we'll come outside the set of boys. We'll not write anything into set of boys. We are talking about engineers, so that means we'll be writing this into the set of engineers. And we are talking about freshers, so that means we'll come outside the set of experience. We'll not write anything into this set of experienced. So we already have this 57 over here. This is the only region that represents girls, engineers and freshers. Let us find out what is this 7 from the second Venn diagram. So if we look at this 7 over here, it is lying inside set of girls, inside set of non-engineers, but it is lying outside the set of freshers. That means they will be experienced. So we are talking about 7 girls who are experienced and non-engineers. So let us find out such a region in the Venn diagram that we have drawn. We are talking about girls, experienced, non-engineers. Since we are talking about non-engineers, we will not write anything into set of engineers. We are talking about girls, we will not write anything into set of boys. We are talking about experience, so that means this is the region where 7 will come. Now at last we remain with this 17 over here. Let us find out what is this 17 representing. Since it is lying in the set of non-engineers, so we are talking about non-engineers. It is lying outside set of girls, so we are talking about boys. It is lying outside the set of freshers, that means we are talking about experience. So we have to find out the region of boys, non-engineers, experienced. Since we have to focus upon non-engineers, we will not write anything into set of engineers. We are talking about boys and experience. So boys and experience, this is the common area, and we are talking about non-engineers, and yes, this region is lying outside the set of engineers. So that means this 17 will come over here. This is representing boys, experienced and non-engineers. So our Venn diagram is complete. So we have just transformed 6 attributes into 3 set Venn diagram. What we have to do is we have to consider only one thing at once. That means a person can either be a boy or girl. He can either be experienced or fresher, but not both at the same time. And he can either be an engineer or non-engineer, but not both at the same time. So we have the Venn diagram. Let us try to solve the questions. First one is, what is the difference between the number of boys who are both engineers and freshers and the number of girls who are both non-engineers and experienced in the entire batch? Now since we have this Venn diagram, it might be difficult to read the data from it again and again, because whenever the question will ask us about girls or non-experienced or non-engineers, we'll always have to come outside one or the other set. So let us draw a table in which we can write down the detailed data about all these. So how to draw such a table, since we are talking about boys and girls at first. So let me write boys and girls over here. In boys and girls we were having freshers and experienced. So let me write down freshers and experienced both for boys and girls. Now further we were having two categories, engineers and non-engineers. So let me write them over here, engineers and non-engineers. So this will be our table. And since we were given 300 students in total, so let us also take the total into consideration. So we'll have the total over here, and we'll also take the total over here into consideration. So let us quickly fill this table. Let us fill the first space, boys, freshers and engineers. So boys, freshers, that means outside the set of experienced, and engineers. So it is 77 from the Venn diagram that we have. Let me write 77 over here. Then the next space is boys, experienced and engineers. So boys and experienced, that means this, and we are talking about engineers. So that means we have to take this particular region into consideration. It will be 69. So let me write 69 over here. Then just after that we have boys, freshers and non-engineers. So boys, freshers, that means outside set of experienced, and non-engineers, that means outside set of engineers. So we have only one such region over here, 17, that is representing boys, freshers and non-engineers. So we'll write 17 over here. The next space is boys, experienced and non-engineers. So boys and experienced, that means we'll take 17 into consideration, and we are talking about non-engineers, so we'll come outside the set of engineers. So that means this 17 is the one that is representing boys, experienced and non-engineers. So we'll again write 17 over here. Then let us come to girls. Now we are talking about this space which is representing girls, freshers and engineers. We are talking about girls, so let us come outside the set of boys. Then we are talking about freshers, so we'll come outside the set of experience. We are talking about engineers, so only one such number is here, or one such region is here, 57, that is representing girls, freshers and engineers. So we'll write 57 over here. Then let us talk about this particular space which is girls, experienced and engineers. So we are talking about girls, we'll come outside the set of boys. We are talking about engineers and experienced. So experienced, engineers and girls. So this 47 is the region that is representing it. So we'll write 47 over here. Let us fill the next space, which is this particular space over here, which is representing girls, non-engineers and freshers. So girls means we'll come outside the set of boys, freshers mean we'll come outside the set of experienced, and non-engineers means we'll come outside the set of engineers. So in this case we are able to see that we are coming outside the set of boys as well, experienced as well and engineers as well. So that means we are coming directly out of this whole Venn diagram. So we do not have any such number, we'll assume it X over here. Whenever there is no such number available, you simply have to write down a variable in place of it. Then similarly this space over here, which is representing girls, experienced and non-engineers. Girls means we'll come outside the set of boys, experienced, that means we'll have to choose something from the set of experienced, and non-engineers, that means we have to come outside the set of engineers. So there is only 7 which is representing girls, experienced and non-engineers. So we'll write 7 over here. So our table is kind of complete over here. Let us fill the total as well so that we can find out the exact value of X. We know that the total of all was 300, so this total will be 300 over here at the bottom. If we add up all the numbers along the row, then 77 plus 69 plus 57 plus 47, then the sum is 250 over here. And if we make the sum along the row of non-engineers, then 17 plus X plus 7, we do not know the exact value of X, so we cannot write down the sum at the moment. Let us add up everything along the column. So if we come to freshers, 77 plus 17, it gives me 94. 69 plus 17, that gives me 86. For freshers, 57 plus X, we cannot write down the exact sum at the moment. And experienced will be equal to 47 plus 7, that means 54 over here. Now we know that the total is 300 at the bottom. We have the total as 250 along one of the rows. So we'll have 50 over here, so that the sum is equal to 300. As soon as we get 50 in the second row, we can say that the sum of 17 plus x plus 7 will be equal to 50. So 17 plus 17, 34. 34 plus x, that means 34 plus x. 34 plus x plus 7, that means 41 plus x. 41 plus x will be equal to this 50, which gives me x equal to 9. So let me write 9 over here. X will be equal to 9. As soon as we get 9 over here, I can add up 57 plus 9, which will give me 66. So our table is fully complete now. Let us answer the questions. First one was, what is the difference between the number of boys who are both engineers and freshers and the number of girls who are both non-engineers and experienced in the entire batch? So we are talking about boys, engineers and freshers. So boys, engineers and freshers, it is equal to 77 over here. And the number of girls who are both non-engineers and experienced. So girls, non-engineers, experienced. Girls, non-engineers, experienced, it is 7 over here. So the difference between 77 and 7 is 70. 70 will be the correct answer. So the third question is, what is the total number of girls in the entire batch who are freshers? So girl freshers, it is clearly 66 over here. So 66 will be the correct answer. Last question is, what is the ratio of number of girls who are engineers? So girls and engineers, it will be 57 plus 47. So 57 plus 47, 104. To the number of girls who are non-engineers in the entire batch, 9 plus 7, which gives me 16. So what is the ratio? If we take 8 common, we get 13 ratio 2. Option B will be the correct answer. So I hope you understood the set. It was very easy. I hope there will be no confusion in solving such sets. If there's any doubt, please ask again. Thank you.